Take a shot of whiskey and go long NQ right here. Oh my fucking god, Sim. God damn it. I'm over here trying to fix my stream because it was all screwed up today. So I'm running some tests trying to fix it. Sim's about to make me fucking rug my futures account. It's probably a long though. Well, it doesn't look horrible. Ooh, although that could look better. I could be a little more. Oh, don't want to do that. Oh my god, there's 144 people watching me right now. Oh lord. Guys, I'm not really streaming. I'm just trying to figure out some shit here. Okay, I don't want to stream anything. Can I just share window? Okay. Keith, what's up, baby? How we doing? I'm trying to fix the issues we had today on the stream, to be honest. Test. What's up, Emp? Emp, actually, if you're, I don't know if you're free right now. If you are, let me know. It'd actually be a good test for you to join the stream and see how things like are. It seems to be working. Damn, so that makes it full screen. Then I have to trade like this, which I guess it's not a bad thing. What happens if I do this? Well, I didn't do anything. That's so good. What if I do that? Oh, that's what that does. Ah, got it. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, I got that figured out. That's cool. Send the link? Alright, bet. Let me send the link. Let me send that over. What the fuck? Wait, Haley Welch announces that she's launching the Hawk meme coin on December. Oh, fuck. Rug it all. Rug it all. Oh, you better sell it all. It's all fucked. Dude, if Haley Welch is coming out with a meme coin, we're at the top. I'm just saying that right now. We're at the top. We're at the top. Test D's. Heard that. Alright, Emp. Join up whenever you can. I just want to test it, see if it drops the quality on the stream at all. It doesn't look like the quality is dropped at all. So it looks like the reset I did is working. At least it seems like it so far. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. If it doesn't work tomorrow, I'm honestly just gonna stream in 720p, even though it's kind of shitty. It's 2024 and I have to stream in 720p. I might just do it though if this doesn't work. But it looks like things are looking pretty crispy. You didn't send the link? I didn't? I didn't? Did I not send it? Hey, yo, what the fuck? It like didn't work. It like didn't send. So interesting. Okay. Too much testosterone in the this photo. That's fucking funny. That's funny, dude. I just fucked up a fat steak and half a salami. Like, we fucked it up. Mic's still low. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong mic. I'm on the right mic. Is the stream only on X? No, it's everywhere right now. I just switched the mic. Now we're on the real mic, and Em's here. Emperador. Guten Morgen.
I was just about to tell you your mic's not turned on at all.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I probably sound
Dude,
that mic switch. If you're listening to the stream, and that mic switch was probably fucking crispy, huh?
Well, whatever. The first mic was not crispy.
No, that's
but the switch over, right in my earlobes, kind of gave me chills.
Of course.
Is there a green screen in the back?
Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah. I had it set right there. Okay, so things like don't look shitty. It looks like whatever I did, I fixed it. Let's go. I think I'm right.
What'd you change?
I redid the whole studio. I just like deleted the studio I had. I unplugged my Wi-Fi. I let that be unplugged while I went to the store. Bought some steaks, came back, plugged that shit in, cooked the steaks, ate, and now we're testing it out. She's working good. So maybe I fixed it.
It looks so much better.
Fire.
So much like I don't know, chat, y'all.
I didn't get notification on YouTube. It's because I didn't schedule it. That's why.
Yeah, you know how I saw this? I was checking my email, and I had an email in there from Kick.
No way.
Like, Ace the Kid is live on Kick right now. I was like, what the hell's he doing?
Reload. Damn, why is M&Q's riffing? What did CrowdStrike do? I didn't look at anything. Oh, bye-bye. Fucking IV crushed. Your options got smoked. Well, cool. Shit works. I caught that short this afternoon.
Yeah, I did fine.
CBC flipped right here, and it was after the minute, so I was like, all right, we're finally going to get a move, hopefully. So I took it short.
Yeah, it timed up perfectly because there was like an hourly close right there. The minutes came out. They were kind of just nothing there, but I don't know. We were at the same spot. We're at the same spot. I was short somewhere in the 70s again.
Right there, that candle I was shorting into that 21 and everything, and then we got the droop, and that was nice.
Well, I was looking for that. I wanted it back to 920. I was really looking for 910 from this morning still. We got down to that nice little.
I was targeting that 930. I think I took like 940, 950 and got out.
Bro, this looks so much better.
It does, huh?
Joe, it's like even your chart looks like it's in 4K now.
We fixed it!
Let's go. Let's go.
I wish I did this fucking earlier. God.
Couldn't hold a good man down.
Can't hold a good man down. Dude, it makes me so sad when I fucking have a blurry stream like that, because I'm just like, dude, all I want to do is have a good looking stream for everybody, and if I don't have that, I'm like, damn, it just sucks. And look at, it's full screen now, guys. I don't know if you noticed, CR, but that black bar that's on the right is not there, because Emp helped me out earlier and taught me how to do it.
Yeah, it's all about that sizing.
I had no idea. Well, it's always about sizing.
That's what she said.
Well,
bro, what was the Haley coin that you were showing?
Dude, are you fucking joking me?
I saw something about that earlier. I'm like, okay, this might be the top.
Bullshit. Yeah, StockTwit said top.
Oh, Stock Twist said the same thing. That's so
I
funny.
100% agree. No.
No, you'll really know it's the top when people are talking about it at Thanksgiving dinner that have never
Yeah.
spoke about crypto before. It's like
That's how I
okay.
knew fucking Nvidia was gonna pull.
Yeah,
all
we'll
my
see.
homies were like, "Oh, dude, Nvidia stock." I'm like, no, don't even, no.
Damn,
my
Dell is
God.
still drilling. Fuck.
Oh, is it drilling? No.
Damn.
Paper gains.
I really wanted it to hold 133. Oh, you've got it at 132.60. Yeah, I had like a fib there. And it did not.
Well, since we're fucking on here, it's no longer a test stream, I guess. I guess we're gonna hang out and chill for a minute. Somebody asked, can you talk about CBC thingy a little and do the same 10-15? I want to understand your way on it. Absolutely. I can go through. I guess if you're watching, you're gonna get a little fucking review of some of the trades lately. So let's get on it. I'll do that right now.
Working on a post for Lux Algo right now.
Oh, let's go. All right, let's run through the trade I took towards the close. Honestly, I should stay on. There was a CBC trade to the upside that was beautiful. I'll go through that and how I would have played it real quick. Lightning, what's up, baby? But to start, let's talk about the short. First, let's talk about the loss I took on the account at first. So, I am green on all the accounts today. This was the account I was trading towards the end of the day that was up like $8. These are the other two accounts I traded last night. I didn't trade those today. So, this account, still small gains, nothing crazy, but I wanted to trade something at the end of the day. But we started off, what was it? I had the CBC short potential here. 10-minute CBC flipped. Then we bumped down to the 2-minute chart. What time was that? That was at 9:10. So 9:20 at the close. My time. So right here, CBC flipped bearish. It's already risky because we're at the bottom of the daily range, right? So I knew that, and we're at VWAP. But something that I noticed that was kind of giving me confidence for potentially breaking down was the fact that, you see every time we came down here this morning, we just instantly got bought up. Whereas this time we were really struggling. They ended up still buying it up anyway, right? And that's going to happen sometimes. But overall, I was thinking, okay, they're struggling here. I'm okay with shorting off the EMAs, the 2-minute EMAs, and trying it, right? So I did try it, but my stop is always, above or below that 21 EMA. So I got stopped out pretty quick there. Took the L, gave back some gains there. I was up like $8 at the end of the day. Ended up closing the stream. So we go back to the 10-minute chart. Ended up closing the stream, and then I was chilling, and then minutes came out. I don't remember. I think I was still on the stream. I don't even remember. Either way, I know this came. We got the 10-minute CBC flip bearish here. It was under EMAs. It was looking good. And the fact that everybody was waiting for minutes all day, I was like, all right. I'll give it a shot now. Maybe it's finally time we try and break out of the range, given that minutes, have come out and everything. And we go back to the 2-minute chart after seeing the 10-minute CBC flip. That was at 11, 11:10. So you see, right when that 10-minute candle closed, that would be at 11:10 on this candle. As this candle's bumping up here, testing those 2-minute EMAs, I'm shorting that pop because we got the 10-minute CBC flip, and now we're testing the EMAs, and the EMAs are crossed to the downside. I want to be shorting unless this really breaks above the 21 and gets going. And so we shorted that through a stop, just like 10 points, 10 points above that. Caught the nice move down. I had a price target of 930. I think I took like profit. I was taking profits all the way down, but I think my last one was like 940 or something. So caught a decent part of the move. Those are just the trades today. Let's see what I would have done on the back half of the day. because we got a CBC flip bullish. So we come down here. There's no long whatsoever. There's no long because CBC is not bullish yet, even on these pops. I mean, of course, if you have pivots and you want to scalp them, you definitely can. It's just like no long in terms of CBC until this candle, 12 o'clock. Candle starts at 12 o'clock, closes at 12:10. So once that candle closed bullish, move down to the 2-minute chart, go to 12:10 on the chart. At 12:10, this time we were on a dip on the 2-minute chart. That's a dip I would be buying. I would have bought that right away off the 9 EMA. Probably would have started to take some profits. Then we actually came down. We're testing the 21. There's definitely a possibility that I would have stopped out there and then had to get back in. Or I would have held it and added to that here. As long as we were like holding these EMAs, but obviously we dropped below them slightly. I wouldn't be surprised if I had thrown a stop in there and I would have gotten stopped out and then had to re-enter after reclaiming these EMAs, which would have been totally fine, right? We reclaimed the EMAs on this candle. On this candle, we're back testing EMAs, re-enter here. Now you have an average of like 945, 950. That's fine. It's totally fine. Look at the move you would have caught, right? So it's exactly how I'm playing the 10-minute CBC strategy. It's just, it's all in confluence with the 2-minute EMAs. So a lot of the time, let's say you get a 10-minute CBC flip bullish, but you go to the 2-minute chart and the 9 EMA on the 2-minute has not crossed above the 21 yet, or it's not even close. It's likely that that 10-minute CBC flip is fake and that we're going to flip CBC back bearish. But if you have that EMA confluence, it's helpful. And I'm not generally a big EMA guy, but using it with this is really helpful, especially because you're using it on a 2-minute. It's not like you're using it on 5 or 10. It's like very small time frame, so it's pretty reactive. You know what I mean? It's quick. So I like it. It's worked well for me. The hardest thing about it that I've noticed about most people that have tried it and kind of struggle with it is they feel like they're chasing a little bit, which I totally understand. But, like, that's you and your emotion and the price action, to be honest. Because especially, it might feel like you're chasing because you're on a 2-minute chart when you're looking at it. But, like, when you bump it up to a 5, it's like, oh, you're catching the beginning of the move, you know? So that was the hardest thing for me is, like, finding that entry. I always wanted to enter directly off the EMA. A lot of the time, instead, as soon as that 10-minute CBC flips and I go to the 2-minute chart, as long as the EMAs are crossed, I'll probably just take a starter entry right away, even if we're not testing the EMAs. And then if we actually do come down and test the EMAs, that's my add. Boom, add, right? Because I know if the EMAs are crossed, like, I have a better chance. Here's the thought process behind it. If it wasn't going to go, why did they let the EMAs cross in the first place, right? And that's the thought process for the 2-minute. I wouldn't take that to a higher time frame, to be honest, and trust that. It's mainly just for the 2-minute, and there's a reason that Maple Stacks uses this on a 2-minute only, and that I do the same thing. There's a reason for it. But yeah, that's kind of like the CBC rundown. Honestly, fuck, I should record that and post it to YouTube. Fuck, that was a rundown. That was a rundown and a half. I'm so glad the streams look phenomenal. They look so good now. I'm so fucking happy. Let's go. Yes. EMAs on futures is even more than options. Even more what? Even more reactive? Is that what you mean? I think I would agree. If that's what you're saying.
The best thing I've seen is when Lightning said futures over trading is real. Yeah. That's probably the hardest thing. If you switch over, it's one of the hardest things because you have no PDT to worry about. You're just, you can take 1,000 trades a day and you can dig a hole real fast doing that.
Yeah.
I think one of the hardest things I struggle with is like I'll get stopped out of a trade and then watch like it come back in my direction and want to jump right back in it and like take a even worse entry than I originally had. Yeah, and it's like, oof.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the CBC shit though, just because I love when I do get stopped out, just because I haven't been doing it lately because it's hard for me to do it and I'm low-key scared to like do it because it's like it feels like I'm over trading and I'm just not used to it. but it's actually so good with the CBC strategy, and that's like when you do get faked out of CBC, literally flipping yourself, flipping your thesis, and going to the opposite side is generally such a good move. I mean, you guys have been on the streams. You've seen the moves that I've gotten stopped out of, and had I just reversed it, it's like, fuck. Right? It's like the strategy is so perfectly timed, almost. Where it's like, okay, when you get stopped out, it's like the perfect time to fucking grab a re-entry for the other side. It's very interesting. I just noticed it a lot because I like to analyze when I get stopped out and, okay, what happened after? Right? Did I get stopped out and then did shit run in my favor, or did I get stopped out and it was a good stop? Right? And generally, like, with the CBC, when CBC fails against me, it's like, oh, that's such a fucking indication to flip it. But it's hard because I also don't want to overtrade, you know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, finding that happy medium.
Well, a day like today is tough too, because how many times did it flip today?
Exactly. And today, honestly, today was if you analyzed it and you were like, okay, FOMC meeting minutes, I know the week that we're in, it's Thanksgiving week, it's going to be low fucking volume. If I'm going to find any move, when is it going to be? Probably right after FOMC minutes.
Yeah, after you have some type of catalyst.
Right?
And,
so like,
and even taking a step further from that, Jordy, if you look at the daily coming into today.
Let's see. On NQ or QQQ?
Just go to QQQ because it's going to make it even cleaner.
Makes more sense, yeah. Inside day, boom.
We had a big outside day yesterday. It was a big gap up that basically faded right throughout the day. And then if you look today, the majority of the day we set right in the middle. I mean, yeah, we had a little push there, late in the day after it kind of took a little dip, kind of made a new low of day actually. And then, recovered. But throughout the entire day, if you looked at just where we were at comparatively, and you can even, grab your fib tool right there, your retracement tool, and just go to the high of that wick yesterday and the low. And then now go into your 15-minute chart or 10-minute chart or something.
Oh yeah.
And look where we hung out, from the open. Look, we were just hanging out to the midpoint right there. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was acting as resistance in the morning, and then we got over it, and it was acting as, or I say the morning, I guess, not the morning, but it was support, is what I'm trying to say. It was just sitting there, acting as support. It took one little liquidity sweep below it. But, I mean, look where we hung out, 90% of the day today, right between the golden fib and the halfback.
Yeah.
And just right in that golden pocket all day long. And that's one thing, for me, it helped me, the fact that I came back to the market today after 6 days. But when I looked at this morning, I looked at the big outside day yesterday, which, we went over in the class the other day for those that are in there. We had a 2-bar up, right? And for those that don't know the strat, but I know, Jordy, you've been kind of working with that. We had a big outside day yesterday, and it was an outsized candle. I mean,
I pretty much got it down now, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
you just go back to that if you go back to the daily and you just see the size of yesterday's candle in comparison,
you can anticipate that inside day from a mile away.
You're looking at this as an inside day. Plus, yesterday it filled the gap and faded, right?
It's either inside day or it's all right, we open up, break the lows, and it's fucking nasty continuation day. That's you know what I mean? And it's okay, you have a setup for both. Boom.
So when I look at this, I look at the open and close, and then I look at the top of those wicks, and so there's my previous the previous day's range, high and low, and then just the open and close. I watched those two levels as well, and really all we did was wick up towards where yesterday opened, never got over that, and then just sat in the middle, and we weren't really making a push either direction. And when you put that with the rest of the context you were just calling out, that I think is a big piece of I think it's a big piece that newer traders miss a lot, because they look for setups, they look on, even if you go to higher time frames at times, but having a thought process coming into the day, what are my conditions? When you set up your day before you trade, what are my conditions? My conditions today are, we're in a holiday week where most of the big money institution stuff are not going to be participating much. Most of them are already on vacation, and it's going to tail off throughout the week. What have we done recently? We recently made all-time high, pulled back, and we've just been grinding in an uptrend. There's a clear uptrend happening right now that we're sitting in the middle of. If you go to your the NQ one is really clear that I showed earlier on stream. If you could look at the 4-hour on NQ,
Let me check it.
just look at this clear. I mean,
Oh,
it's
the channel.
That's
Yeah.
a clear uptrend channel. It's
Yeah.
clear as can be.
A lot of people will be like, that's a bear flag. All right, for one, your chart patterns fucking suck. All right, I love you, but no. The chart patterns are fake. They're not real, okay? For two, a bear flag, dude, like once it's over all these EMAs this long, it's no longer a bear flag. This is a channel to the upside. Now, could it potentially break down? Sure. But guess what? Until then, it's going to ride all these higher lows and continue higher highs because that's the structure of this.
Draw draw your top and your bottom basically as a guide,
Yeah.
and just watch it until it breaks one side or the other. But so far, what this has told us for the last 9 days, 8 days, whatever it's been.
Yeah.
Anytime it gets into either side, it's getting either rejected or supported. So if it gets in the upper side of that channel, it's getting slapped down. If it's in the bottom side, I mean, it's a clear trend channel. And if you look, we just now came back to where we spent 4 days or so when after the election we broke out, we got up there and kind of topped a little bit.
Mhm.
We just tested that for the first time. So anybody that was long, that was one of their first targets. There it is, clear as day. So if you got long on the pullback, yeah, if you got long on the pullback,
sorry. I was just getting ready for.
go back to your daily.
What chart do you want to see? My bad.
Yeah, go back to your daily.
I'm just I'm riffing shit in my mind right now. I didn't even know.
Yeah. No, so look right there. Anybody that when it gapped down that hard, and anybody that got long down there, and you see like the bottom wicks and stuff on the next few days, anybody that got long down there, their first target was hit yesterday. So right there where Jordy's pointing.
Right here.
Go to like the second green day.
Oh, here.
Yeah, so like right in there once
wicks.
you saw that, and then you see the next wick. So like anybody that was getting long in that area, what was their first target, Jordy? It was that gap fill, which we gapped up and filled.
Absolutely.
So yesterday when you saw
you might start taking profits at the start here, right? You're gonna
there's some people
but like your initial your real target,
but your main target was filling
this.
that gap back to where we fell from.
Yeah.
Once we filled that gap, which was yesterday's big candle, and right now it looks like yesterday was a big red day, right? But if you put that in context, we gapped up massively over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
So from Friday's close to yesterday's open was a massive gap up that filled the original gap we left. And so people hit the target. So it's, if you think about it in ranges, that range up there of all those 4 red candles basically, and then the couple green ones before it, we finally got back to that. That's a main target. You got to think about what's big money doing and what are traders doing. You know, if I took calls on QQQ, I probably took 5-10 calls, you know, to fill that gap, maybe 509 calls to fill that gap. And I held them for a few days. And as soon as they gapped up into the money, I started selling them, right? I mean, that's exactly what, I mean, that to me, that's as clear as day. Now what's next? And that's where you need the next.
Well, I'll tell you right now what's next. Here's the game plan for tomorrow for the scalps at least. They're not massive trades, but they're opportunities that we can look for, especially if we have like CBC and Confluence, and it's simple, right? We had a big outside day like we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have an inside day. So now it's like, all right, if we open up tomorrow, it's a break of either side, right? It's all right if we break over today's high and get moving. As long as we hold over that level, we're gonna inevitably we should see 511.45 based on paper gains strat, because that's the next daily level. That's the next spot. As long as we get above here, we should see 511.45. So that's a scalp opportunity to the upside for us on NQ. I like the downside opportunity more because it's more to capture on, right? If we break under this low, 507.23, whatever that is, we inevitably really have to go to this next daily low, right? If we get any lower than that, great. But like that's a big spot we're coming into, daily 21 gap fill level, right? So we might bounce, but inevitably we should hit that. And on intraday, on the daily, this doesn't look like a big move, but on the intraday, I mean, when we look at the levels, it's like, all right, it's decent. That means, okay, if we get under here on SPY or on QQQ, and we're holding under that level, we're gonna see the previous low at day. That's a beautiful move. That's a $3 move on QQQ on NQ. That's beautiful. We're gonna, you know what I mean? If we catch that, that's a beautiful move. So I'm watching that for tomorrow.
I love when
But
we
we'll
have an
see.
inside day.
I love it.
That,
It's so it makes
like,
the next day so easy.
Yeah, because you have
you have easy targets.
your
And
previous
now-
day high and low just got
Yeah.
that much closer together. It's squeezing.
And there's
the
more
price action.
targets. Emp, what else would you target here on Kiki? Obviously, if we get through this, I'm looking. We got just daily low to daily low, 502.83. I don't think we're gonna get down here, but 500. If we go up, that's first target. But next target, I would do like this low, 512.50.
Well, the other thing is you have the previous week's range to deal with at 506, or like right at 507, I guess.
Ooh, based on the strat, we need to go up here on the weekly. Ooh, okay. Keep it on the daily, Jordan. Keep it on the daily. The weekly's gonna make me.
I know. I
confident
mentioned the
and
weekly
upset.
because I watched the previous week's range, high and low,
Yeah.
and whenever we're close to it, I watch us to support off of it. So like, it's the red candle on Thursday is the high that we made last week. I mean, I have an indicator that makes it easier for me, but essentially that. Nope, go forward. The red
This?
candle on Thursday.
This red candle.
Nope, forward. That
This
one.
Thursday.
That's the high
Oh.
we made last week.
Yeah.
So it's basically, we didn't quite get down there today. That was kind of like full target for me today, is if we got down there.
Mhm.
But that's what I would look for. We broke out of yesterday. We broke out of the previous week's range, and we came back down to it. Kind of closed in it a little bit, but opened back up above it today. So we're above the previous week range, and as long as we stay above that, at 507, I don't see any reason why we don't go test higher. But if we accept back under that 507, even like 506, if we accept back down in that area, then yeah, I'm going to start looking for 503, 502 down lower. I mean, when I say accept into ranges, it's pretty straightforward. When you think about it, it's okay. Here's where we spent about amount of time, and we've broken out of that. If we support above it, it's like support and resistance, just like drawing the levels on your chart. And if we break that, we're going to go find the next one. So if you accept into a range, you usually traverse it. That's why, like, we basically rejected yesterday. But if we push again and we accept back up into that 510 to 511 area, I would look for us to traverse it back towards 514 to 515, back towards those highs again. But, we'll see. I don't know, just because the context of this week, I don't know how much, what do you say? Like, I just don't know how much juice we'll have. We do have a ton of data tomorrow morning. I don't know if Jordy, if you mentioned that earlier.
Oh
but
yeah, it's gonna be fucking outrageous.
tomorrow
we
is
got GDP,
crazy.
We got jobless claims. We got PCE.
So everything that normally happens on Thursday or maybe even Friday
happening tomorrow.
is they put it all at 8:30 in the morning. It's 8:30 market time.
We got consumer spending. We got fucking pending home sales. All of it is tomorrow. So it's gonna be wild.
I do want to chart AMD with. I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch you.
let
And
me
I'm gonna
look at
chart
AMD.
along
I
with
mean,
you.
Look at look at this. Back to the daily 21. Fucking smacked off of it. It's really all you need to know. Doesn't want to be over that right this second, which means right back to these range lows. Next low is these lows, in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if AMD needs to go lower, but it's also in massive demand on the weekly, right? Like, this whole area has been bought up many times, so if we need to drop a little bit lower and then get bought up again, I wouldn't be surprised if it holds, but like drops a bit more towards this like previous high, this area here from May. But at the end of the day, I'm losing confidence with AMD, man. I really am. I own more Nvidia. I love Nvidia. I'm like getting to the point where I'm not gonna sell AMD here. I'm not gonna do that. That's the thing. I'm not selling AMD here, but I also like know that it's coming time that I need to probably get out of it and take my money that I
It's
made.
one of the toughest things to do is to get
It's
out of
hard with the
something that
long
you
term.
once believed in.
Well, because I told myself from the beginning, I'm like, AMD, NVIDIA, I'm buying both. I believe in NVIDIA more. That's why I'm going to put more in it. But I want to have both. I'll make a decision later. Well, that later has come. And I haven't really been ready for it, to be honest. And I'm not ready to sell AMD. I don't want to sell it here, that's for sure. When I had opportunity to sell it plenty higher. And I don't think it's time to sell. I do think we're going to get a nice, decent run up. I don't know if we're hitting all-time highs. But I know I'm thinking we get a nice little run out back towards, you know, that 150, 160 area, hopefully, to get an area to get out. But I don't know. We'll see.
I'm looking at
It's
it
tough.
with you. I'm looking at the daily moving averages on it, and it basically rejecting off the 20 day, and it's also the 21 EMA, so either one on the daily. I don't know. It's like one of those where
monthly 21 for me.
it looks like it just looks brutal, to be honest.
If we close under this monthly 21, I might sell all my shares, honestly. Because that's bad. We've held it completely. I don't know. I'm just I'm convicted here. I have no idea.
Well, let's see. I was gonna look at Paper Games uses the volume profile a lot, and I've been using it more and more. Get that put on here. Stop calling me people.
Old as hell. Here's my fucking green screen.
Wait, AMD looks like it wants to go to the 120s again. That is crazy. What was the level? Who mentioned this? Lightning. Boy, Lightning. I don't know if because if it breaks that higher low, because it technically still has a higher low, but if it breaks that, it's just that's tough. I'm not a.
I think I'm gonna go live on TikTok too.
Yeah, for me, it needed to hold 140, and it's kind of undercutting it, which I don't know. I think your best bet on AMD is just wait. Nothing. I mean, I'm trying to look at this 100 ways, and I know a lot of people have been talking about this, and I can't find anything that makes me feel good about it. You know, and it's like when you get to the point where you're like trying to make something. How would you say that, Jordy? If when you're trying to make an argument for something, you know, like you're trying to.
You're just looking for something.
You're looking for sunshine on a cloudy day.
Yeah, you're looking for a pot of gold under the rainbow, and you haven't even seen rain yet. Like,
yeah, and, you start having like bias to where like you're starting to force arguments. Like if it's not really jumping at me, like if there's not like something on here that's like, oh, I can't ignore that as far as like a bullish signal. Like if the chart's not really just jumping out at me, it's hard for me to want to put on like any type of swing type of trade or liquidity or even equity.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, it looks like it could have like a big down move to like 120s again. Then you find out what she's really made out of. And I don't know, is there a trend? Let me see if there's a trend line here. There might be. I think, yeah, there's still, so that's kind of your last support. If you draw a trend line, boy, if it loses that 135 area, holy shit. I don't know. You're under all major EMAs. You're not. I mean, is this a support area? Maybe. Boy, AMD looks like if it goes any lower, it's going to fall off a cliff. That's all I know.
Yeah.
What are they?
I don't disagree.
The only thing you could say is there is a trend support right, like from it's around 134th to 135 area. And it could just keep going sideways, right? It could just go sideways until it hits that trend, and then you find out, like maybe in another week or two.
Can I widen my fucking screen, yo? Don't tell me I can't use the widescreen on here. I know I can't. Come on. Bro, you gotta be joking. No way.
Phew, there's nothing exciting about this AMD chart.
You've gotta be joking. Who's here? Was it your screen? Yeah, let me give that to you.
Here's what I'm talking about. So if I zoom in here, this is your 200-day, this is your 50-day, this is your 20-day moving average. And even if I flip those off, there's your daily 21. Not the best look either. But when I look at this, so this is the only trend support it has. So if it came down to here, just like 134, 135 and bounce, then maybe you play it back this way. I mean, because that's a decent trend line support right there. But the problem is I look at this volume gap below too. If it doesn't hold that, this is going to move fast. And if it loses this right here, then you're easily coming down to this area again, possibly even down to this point of control.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Boy, that's a rough one. What other tickers do we have? And you can throw yours up to. We can take both.
No, feel free to throw tickers in the chat, guys. I'm happy to look at stuff, but let's see. Uber was one I've been watching. Got smacked this morning a bit. Oh lord,
I love when I go to charts like I haven't messed with in a while, and I have like random drawings.
I know.
Look at this from this breakout. I drew, because I remember what I drew here. I drew this right here.
Oh yeah, I know. I love how you remember like old fucking.
Look at that freaking move! Wow.
It's interesting. I mean, we came up to this daily 21, and I mean we got over it slightly, and now we're rejecting. Stayed under Monday's high, broke the low, filled the gap. I was initially watching this looking for a back test of 70.87, that high from Thursday to get long. We're getting close to it. We're right about there. But we've also hit one of my main targets that I wanted before me getting into the trade. So I don't know. It doesn't look amazing. Also, the weekly does not look amazing. The way we're rejecting these EMAs, I don't know if I love it, to be honest. It's just, it was a potential setup I had, but I would feel a lot better.
This is your 50 week.
50 week. Yeah, we need to hold, man. Like, I don't know. If we can hold my entry level, I might take it. I might try it. But if we just rug through that, I'm definitely not looking to log this at all.
50-week moving average. Trying to kind of hold it. The only good thing with Uber,
I mean, I don't really like Uber anymore.
I mean, I still think it's fine. I still think it's a very solid business. But if anything, you have this massive, like, there's just a lot of trading going on in this area. And it's a wide area, too. It's not really that big of a trend. I see too many people do this and go, "Oh, there's a trend line here."
I know, and I'm just like, oh,
1, 2.
no.
Where? Somebody tell me how I can draw 2 touches to. You can take your extended tool right here, and you can be like, "Oh, look, it's a trend right here." Like, well, you can draw. You can make anything look like a trend. Look at this trend line. Well,
Yeah.
kinda, not
Right,
really.
I know. See, that's where I'm coming from when I say like none of that shit works. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you do it like right, like Paulito does it, like Amp does it, like yeah, it can definitely help you out and work. But like, dude, 99% of these fuckers are just grabbing a chart and drawing a line wherever they can and connecting candlesticks for no reason, and then they trade off of it and wonder why they lose money. And it's like, okay, well, let's analyze the situation a little bit here and see what you're actually doing, right? And it's like you're trading off of nothing, you know? So it's just, that's what I mean when I'm like, your trend lines don't work. It's like, they don't work when you're not drawing them fucking correctly, right? And a lot of people just do that because it gives them something to look at. It gives them something to trade off of when there's really nothing there, right? Instead, you should move on to a different ticker, and if you want to draw trend lines, that's fine. Draw them correctly, right? On good stocks that actually have a trend there. And if it doesn't, it's like, okay, you're not drawing anything there. You're making something out of nothing.
This is what, like, if you are trying to trade Uber, this is. Let me see if there's anything. What is that? Yeah. Honestly, this line I drew right here. This is what I'd be looking for. So, if you break this, you would look for something like this, and then this would be your target. This area up here. Either this gap fill here or this gap fill kind of to this area. If you're trading Uber, you need like a trigger over back test. So like you need to break this was 73.60. You need to break this and get up here somewhere and back test. And like you're kind of sitting on a shelf here. And you see this is a key level. Bounce, 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 rejection, 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 bounce, bounce. And then now you're chopping all over it. So yeah. I see, Harm. I see you had a question down here. What options data? So like I do use. I just kind of look at. I have some trusted people that I basically just, instead of subscribing to every service out there, I just have some people I know that are more like gamma levels and stuff. That's their thing. Every once in a while I ask AJ, but like a lot of times I'll listen to, or not listen to, I'll read through posts of some guys I know that do a lot of gamma watching stuff. Now Kevin Green's actually a really good one. If you ever look through some of the gamma stuff he does on SPX, That's basically all I really
Look
look
at what
at.
I got.
Oh,
Look at what I got.
what's up, pup?
Look at what I got. I got
What's up?
Wait,
But yeah, to finish that thought real fast.
Anyway.
So like you can use some of that for
Flip the camera. I guess not.
for like confirmation harm, but I would say that's kind of like high level stuff, like to put with the trade idea you already have. Like if the chart itself looks good, the story and the narrative around the ticker are good, it's in a hot sector, market itself's cooperating, then you kind of say, okay, well, what are the gamma levels, or what's the pressure look like on a certain ticker? To me, I think it's most valuable just in the general market, looking at like SPX, for example. I think is probably the most common one. It's really the only one I pay attention to. And then like, I mean, obviously you can look at flow. Flow is kind of a learned skill in itself. If anything, it's more about targets. You know, it tells you pressure and it tells you kind of what's going on, but it's more about targets. If you're looking for a target for your trade, especially like swing trade, that's you can look at some of the options chain, and it's a derivative of it. So basically, gamma and GAX levels and all of that stuff they're all based on options, flow, and positioning. So kind of like when Jordy has the hedge pressure stuff, it's looking at big positioning in the market and just telling you that, hey, there's pressure at this level. If this level breaks, they act as magnets, but they also act as like support or resistance. Or when you see one break, you can see things accelerate. ProFast one's WM. Waste Management, the trash stock. Wolf was talking about this one.
What's that?
The garbage stock.
Oh yeah, Waste Management.
Wolf was talking about this the other day. So one interesting thing to note here real fast, and Jordy, if you want to chart anything, of course, throw up yours as well.
But yeah.
I mean, I look at this right here, and you could draw it a couple different ways, but essentially, let's see, you could probably do this. So you had this long consolidation here. I mean, market does like moves, consolidates, moves, consolidates. This is on a weekly chart, which one thing, so like you see it popped out here. This is an earnings, when earnings happen. So sometimes you get outsized out of the normal moves, but you see after that, it came right back into the box. It's trading in a box. Now it's in an active breakout, right? When it broke out and made this high and came back and back tested and held this area, this 215 area, this would have been like the long spot. What do you do with it here? Probably nothing. I just, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. I mean, if I was looking for this continuation, I'd look for something. I'd look for this and that. That would be my targets if I was already in this trade. I mean, it broke out today again. I mean, if you play breakout trades, maybe that's your thing. I don't know enough about what Waste Management's doing right now as far as like their narrative, or like what's the story with them. Are they signing tons of contracts? I mean, you know, what you could do, Jordy knows this trick, of course. Go to the old hub.
Yes,
the old P hub. I mean earnings hub. I censored that joke word on purpose because you never know what can happen. What do we got going on?
Thanks.
Come on, load this. All right, so you can do this right here. And you can just kind of read through and see, okay, what's going on, positives, efficiencies going on. Just So you kind of read through this and say, okay, well, here's what's going on in waste management. I mean, this sticks out to me. Completed acquisitions, so they're not, they're growing their outreach. Once they get that initial spend out of the way, that usually moves in a decent direction. Record margins, growth, double-digit growth. These are all little key trigger words that I'd look for of something that sounds bullish to me. And then you just go back to the chart and you look at it and you see great things happening, right? And look, when something's in a big uptrend and consolidates and that 200-day catches up to it. Well, and let me just delete these drawings. This red one right here, this was the real long. When you have a stock that, if I just scroll back, look, breaking out, consolidating, massive breakout, sideways consolidation, slightly down like a bull flag would be, or a pennant, and then your 200-day catches up to it. Boom, there's your longs as long as you're above that. And then look, of course, earnings right here. Dividend day coming up. You normally see some selling the day of. Interesting. My volume profile. So like I changed it around. I like this number 233. I think paper uses like 500 or 300 or something large. I like it because if it breaks things down to give you a better view. If you're using 100, it looks a little blockier. And when you get down to something like this, like you can't really tell where these levels are. These levels start to become, fairly wide, and you don't really see the true action. So like I just 230. I think anything over like 200 to 300 is going to be plenty. That's the only thing I really do. And then I don't think there's any specific stuff there. Bill Gates owns a lot of it. Interesting. Any tips here on how you utilize Bookmap? I'm using the TOS Bookmap and currently utilizes their resting liquidity targets. That's about it. Yeah, that's the extent of it, right?
But it's not going to make you a better trader. I want to make that.
No, it gives me some targets. It can, at times, it can make you like overthink things.
Low key, yeah.
Like,
that's what kind of I haven't even had it up lately because it was low key doing that to me.
Yeah, you can easily get over complicated. That's what y'all can't really see this clearly, but on my other laptop right here, I have Bookmap pulled up here, and it's when I'm looking at resting orders, so I kind of just pay attention to where orders are sitting and then what they're doing. Like if I see, they were shooting for 21,000. And then it gets to like 950, and then we see some selling action, and all those orders up above disappear. Basically, it tells me, okay, there's kind of a little sign of like, hey, it's probably a reversal because the people that had targets or were looking to get some kind of fills up here just pulled them off. Basically said, nah, never mind. So I kind of use that. If I see big liquidity get tested, I use that as confluence. So like, if I see like, for example, today, if there was liquidity sitting down around 900 to 910,
nice to know that,
if they were sitting down here and I saw this and this candle happen, and I knew that there had been orders sitting here, to me, higher low in this area, I'm looking to maybe get long here based on that context, with that context, of course. This 900 being right here, if y'all can't see the screen very well, but I'm trying to think of where a good example would have been. I think this was a good example this morning. There was a bunch of orders sitting up here. There was even more up higher. There was more up here at like 2150, and I actually saw those kind of disappear throughout the day and then come back later. But up here, there was even more orders, 21050. But what I saw this morning, right in here, was we were over 21, and I knew it was probably going to go further than I wanted it to, but there was a lot of orders sitting in this area. And then once this candle came down and started engulfing, that's why I was like, I was short here, and I think I got stopped on this bounce, and then I think I got back in here because, I mean, this candle was wild. I know I've got too much stuff on my chart right now, but just make this easier to see. I was short like right in this area, and then it came down. I took trims. You know, we got this candle stopped me out, and I think we had data coming all out, and then I got short again at the same area, like right in here, lower high, and rode that one down to that first target. Those are kind of the two shorts I took this morning. But the liquidity in this scenario, there was a ton of orders sitting here, and you know, the thing was, you can get faked out by it because there was a ton of liquidity sitting here at 21K, but we were right at the opening, we kind of hit it, and then we like shot way through it. But then this candle itself, I mean, look at that. Wow. And there was more sitting. So like, you can really confuse yourself more than, yeah. Sometimes you don't know. So like, Harm, that's a great point. Sometimes you don't know if, and you can kind of watch the buy and sell with it, but sometimes you don't know if those orders are people stopping out. So like, if I'm looking at just this morning, let's just.
Well, sometimes you look at those orders up ahead and you think, oh, I want to short there, and then
we'll just
it ends up
look
being
at this. Watch this
to the
play
upside, and you fucking blow through that level, right? So.
How can I make this go slower? Hold on.
You can do it and like play it one candlestick by candlestick if you want.
No, I want to go back here again. Let's play it a little bit slower. All right, so this is an hour before open. And keep your eye, let's move up here. Keep your eye. Here, just use this as your viewpoint, the 21K, but right here. Look how this candle comes up here. Here's where the open is, right here. So watch it. It sold off. Boom, look at this candle. Big candle into 21K. Immediately rejects. Shoots way through it. Boom, shoots right back down through it. Boom. And then this candle was crazy because look, down, up, down again. I mean, that's that morning liquidity. Watching this stuff play out, this replay mode is kind of fun. Watching this stuff play out, like in hindsight, it's kind of wild.
I'll spend hours back testing. It's fun.
Yeah, but that was a wild morning because you sold off into the open. Your opening candle literally opened here at 938 on the price of NQ, and you shot up almost all the way to 20K. The next candle opened here but shot up here, got to the 21K, immediately sells off 40 points. The next candle flies through it, and honestly, it's just, I mean, this is why right here, this is why I don't like trading that first half hour. Because if you look, here's first hour.
It's always nice to let that orb set at least, you know.
Like just this box right here is where you opened and closed your first hour. But look at the action that happened around that. Mm-hmm. And even if you go down to like something smaller. I mean, this to me is insane. Watch your first half hour. This is your orb. If you watch this play out, this is why I don't like trading that first.
People are wondering if you're in options plays right now. You're not in any swings right now.
I have a few really
Like
like
longer
long
dated
term ones that I don't even look at. Like
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, there's a few things that like if I'm hold on, look at this thing play out. So here's your opening first minute candles. This is why I don't like to trade the first half hour normally. I mean, or if I do, I trade it differently. If I got
'Cause
short
it's
up here at
fucked.
21K, if a move goes
Uh.
20, 30 points in your direction during that first 15 minutes, take profit fast or sell 90% of your position. Like don't hold it like normal. It is my advice.
Seriously.
Um,
I agree.
but yeah, that was wild. I'll say this: I was in, or I wasn't. I have so like some of like my long term equity type of plays. I've been in for a while, and I have some options and stuff there. I honestly like normal options, like option trade swings, like shorter dated swings. I really haven't even been touching probably since summertime. I just don't really like the environment we're in right now. I don't know. It's just me, I guess, but. I've just been focusing more on the futures for intraday stuff, and then I have like my longer stuff. So like Honeywell's one of those, and it's based on this right here. So basically, you look at this triangle that's been created for 3 years that it broke out of, back tested, and is now going.
Ooh, that might be good.
So I have this. This is one my example of what I'm in on some long term. When I see like this type of weekly setup, this is where I take long dated option swings. And then some names that I'm just bullish on or just want to be in, maybe I throw in some option swings like Jordy, have you seen this Honeywell chart? This is one I've been talking about in Spaces a lot.
I haven't looked at Honeywell in a fat minute. I'm not gonna lie.
So look, this is a weekly chart, and look, this was the last high. This is August of 21. You see this like triangle that it made? I mean, just look at that.
Getting tighter and tighter and tighter until the breakout.
And then this broke out this summer. So look, you broke out.
Sorry.
You back tested it. Yeah, look how tight it was.
No, yeah, it's perfect.
It was tight, and it was.
These are trend lines that like actually work, you know.
Well, yeah. Well, it's trends on weekly. I mean, you can even go. I'm sure it probably looks even. Look at there's a monthly chart. This is where this is where I really watch trend consolidate, because like if you look at the consolidation on this, I mean, you went from what, $143 up to 236, so you have like a 90-point range, and then from there you're coming down and you have a 50-point range, and then it's getting tighter and tighter. And once this broke out of this downtrend, still holding bottom support, broke out, back tested. You have 200 as kind of a whole psych number here too. And it'll always undercut. You know, it doesn't ever like to stop right at 200 or anything. Look, this undercut, but you back tested this and boom. I mean, even if like this is the breakout, you buy the back test of the breakout, and the stock itself made a 22% move. And I'll tell you another one that looked just like this. Here's Costco on a weekly. See the trend support on the bottom?
I'll look at that in a minute.
Here's your downtrend. And then, I mean, without even looking at what's coming next, just look. Here's your breakout. This was a previous all-time high, and then I saw all these rejections. I drew this line. Once we broke this and back tested, or this one right here could have been a back test entry as well. And what does Costco do next? This is what I'm hoping.
Zoom.
This is what I'm hoping, and it's different, right? Every ticker has a different story to it. This is what I'm hoping that Honeywell finds a way to do. Because look at your time frame here. April, I mean, even from here, December of 21, April of 22, and then you set in that for, when was this, May? So a year and a half, basically, just over a year. You set in this consolidation box, When you
Yep.
break out of consolidation, that's when you get explosive moves. Now, this one, obviously, Costco is a kind of a monster in itself, right? It's a great company, so you got to keep that in mind too. Alien likes it, or Alien, it's Alan. I thought it said Alien. It was so small on the screen.
Alan
I
says
thought it
he
said
likes it
Alien
tight.
Watch.
I'm not surprised.
I like it tight.
You know what's interesting? Tesla on the weekly. Another inside week. In between everything here. I know,
Where's-
got to hold previous week lows. That's all that matters. For me.
I hate when I go in here and I like, because what'll happen is I'll do all this drawing
Mm-hmm.
and I won't save my layout.
I know. And then you're fucking.
Look at these lines I drew on Tesla way back here.
Way back.
Look at that. Look at this right here.
Oh my god.
Does it get any? I mean,
Buy it.
look at this touch.
Bye. It's like fuck. What an amazing shot. Apple's fucking sexy too on the weekly. Oh my god. Pull up
Oh,
Apple
yeah.
Weekly. Ah, just go. Just get legs and go already. Oh my lordy. It's just every time it gets up there, it's slapped every time. But she'll go at some point.
One of these two is gonna break soon.
Yeah. It might break down. You never know.
Hopefully, it's this one.
Yeah, I want it to be to the upside, but at the same time, it's like weekly consolidation like that can break either way. Especially at this time of the year coming into the end. It's like, I don't know, it's starting to get shady. Because, again, like, if you guys were on the spaces to stop, or what spaces were we on earlier? I don't know. I was on some spaces where I said, you know, if I was a financial advisor managing a bunch of people's hard-earned money, what do you think I'm going to do right now, sitting where stocks are right this second, coming into the last month of the year? What do you think you're going to do? You're probably going to be de-risking a ton of positions, letting, like, runners ride on stuff with limit orders set, and be de-risking as much as possible until the last month to secure those gains. Because why risk losing them for one more month of gains? Who the fuck cares? So, thinking that that's going to be the majority of that group, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see just sideways kind of price action, kind of just nothing burger into the end of the year. It's
Boy,
kinda what
Apple
I'm
looks good.
expecting. But Apple looks so good. Oh, just go. That weekly, so sexy. Where's the people that call triple tops? I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Triple top.
I have seen this play out poorly before somewhere. I'm trying to remember where
I
it
have
was.
to. I have to. And guys, so if it triple tops and we reverse from that, everybody can say, "Fuck you, Jordan." I'll allow
I'm
it.
trying to, when was? I think it was this right here.
Yeah, it like ripped, but then it came back.
It was like I remember looking at watching this right here, something like this,
Yeah.
and I
That
was
could
even
happen.
like, and I was like, I think I even like drew it like this, and I was
Fake
like,
out,
okay,
breakout. Yeah.
like it's trying to break out and it can't go. Boom, it breaks out. Here's the back test, get long, right, and then, and then
Brutal.
eventually it still went. I like going through here, especially since I was gone. I like seeing these. I haven't looked at weeklies in it.
Yeah, you haven't looked at
This
it.
weekly looks good.
Mhm.
So remember what I was talking about earlier about making moves and then sitting in a box? I mean,
She likes to sit in a box. that's a box. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. I'm just experimenting. Just straight chart.
This is a long time to be in a box.
Yeah.
But that means you can get an explosive move, though. If this breaks out,
But the way that looks, it could be either way. It can be fucking up or down. So just like, don't have too much of a bias there. Just wait for the break of either side, you know what I mean? And play the momentum shift off of that.
I like the little vibes in the background, too.
Hey, Mitch, appreciate you, brother. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one. Again, too, guys, if you don't remember, markets closed for Thanksgiving, and then Friday's a half day. So FAFO Friday is cut short. It's gonna be a little, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I really all the trading is gonna be done by tomorrow. So, I mean, I really don't see myself coming in Friday and fucking doing anything crazy, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe if I got one of those free accounts from Top Step like Amp did, I would FAFO it and fucking see what happens.
Oh, futures is open.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's gonna gap down without me.
It's open.
Damn it.
We're all a bunch of degenerates.
Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm on a 1 minute chart. I forgot I turned all this stuff off.
Well, I'm on it too. Uh-oh. Rock it all.
It's gonna
Hey,
play
you.
out. Fuck, it's gonna come back.
Futures are open. Sorry, talking to TikTok.
Hey, TikTok. What the hell you doing, Wolf? Futures
Motherfucker,
open.
market's open. Damn it, my
Let me
charger
in.
fell. Fuck. That's okay. I guess I don't need it. Wait, I kind of do need it. Yeah, I do. Fuck. Damn it. Charger veto. Ding bong. By the way, if you're on TikTok and you want to see like the screens, feel free to pop on the YouTube. You can't see shit over there. But you know, it's kind of cool setup looking. It
TikTok.
looks cool. It looks cool.
What was I just looking at that I like? Oh,
What?
this actually looks interesting. This is Microsoft.
Microsofty? Is
Back
Microsoft
above 20
getting
day,
micro hard
blew
or
through
what?
the 200 and the 50 day.
Oh, Microsoft's getting micro hard for sure. 100%.
There's your 21 and 9 daily. Look at those crossing.
It's time for Mr. Softy to blast off.
Oh, they're crossing like right now too.
Okay, but yeah, you're right though. This box is brutal. Just, oh, we gotta break it. We gotta break it. How's a monthly looking?
It looks like it is breaking.
Yeah.
Because like if you look
Still
at these
choppy.
tops here, and you could draw this probably even a little bit. You could probably even draw it like that.
Ooh.
Does this not look like a perfect?
I mean, that.
Now I see what Paper was talking about. Yeah, now I see what Paper was fucking talking about. Jesus. Look at this. So here's your trend. Here's your trend. It tried to get above it, fell back under on earnings, but it held the bottom trend. Here's your bottom trend, which is obviously an area of interest. But there,
Just
there,
like that, folks.
there.
Emperor
Holy
North
shit.
End.
Yeah, long Microsoft. Like probably next week, maybe. This,
Oh.
because this looks great. I mean, look, because this This would have been a prime fucking entry. Plus, I know you can draw somewhere down in here. There's a.
If I take any trades tonight, I'm trading the newest eval because it has the least amount of profit. So I don't want to fuck up my other ones.
I don't know if I even want to trade Globex this week.
Last night, I'm not gonna lie, probably the most movement we'll get all week. I was very pleased with the volatility.
Well, that was all based off of that Trump
That
headline.
was all that
wasn't it?
news, though. Yeah, it was all that news, and I don't see any big news hitting the tape like right now. Let's see.
Damn it! I want
Let's
to
see
be
if
long.
Evan's tweeting anything right now. Ooh, I don't know about Evan tweeting anything, but StockTwist posted a new short clip of me and Shy from the morning show. Let's watch that. Let's watch that here. I'll show.
Oh yeah, throw that up.
Let me throw that bitch up there real quick. Hold on. I'll just do that, and I'll just do that. Boom. Oh, you guys can't hear the audio though, because Restream doesn't have desktop audio because they're lame.
Oh,
So just go to. I'll retweet it. Go to X. Watch it for yourself. I didn't realize that. Oops. I'm gonna watch that. What were you talking about? Oh, Palantir. Three-headed monster.
what do you say, Palantir?
Yeah, it's like we were talking about how like the three-headed monster for AI is NVIDIA, Palantir, and Tesla. And we were just riffing on that for a minute. T Dizzle. Will T Dizzle 10x? I don't know. We're gonna fucking find out. I could see it at 1,000 though.
I'll tell you what's crazy. I was long Palantir. I think like right on. This is a weekly. Let me see. Can almost show you the exact trade I took.
On Palantir. Dude, Palantir was an absolute banger. You know who was on that for a long time? Knots.
Knots, yeah, Knots
hammered
has been
the
all
table
over it.
on that for so long. He did good on that.
I remember longing Palantir like here up to 20 and getting out. And then I remember longing it like right here on this back test.
Damn, yeah. Right above that gap fill level. Like where the gap starts, yeah.
What was that back like last
Gap
summer?
entry.
Because like the thing is, if you're zoomed in on this chart, you're gonna look at this and go, "Oh, this gap's gonna fill." Gaps don't always fill. Plus, if you look at, where it gapped up to, look at it held all the way up here, but
If you think gaps always have to fill, go look at October of last year. Tell me that. Tell me that again.
yeah, this
Or
right
08.
here.
I think there's a gap from 08 that's never filled as well.
Look at all these highs right here, and then this high right here, and look where this back test was.
Yeah, exactly. See the Wagwanes, Bomba Clat, man. Definitely wouldn't buy it now, though. But fuck. What a banger. JPM. What's JPM doing lately?
Holy shit!
Honestly, looking good, but hard to touch up here.
Did you see this run that it went on back the beginning of the year?
Yeah, it's been,
Like from
been
October
nice.
lows, so like it opened the week right here.
Yeah. Like, it
27%
opened and
move
just
without a
flew.
red week.
It didn't have a single bad week.
21 weeks, it went almost 50%. That's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
You know what else
That's
is
actually
crazy?
wild.
El Walmart.
Hey, Walmart.
Look at this monthly candle.
Dude, fucking Walmart has been such a banger. Holy shit.
People laughed at me for a long time.
Hey,
They're
never
like-
feed the
They're
Walmart.
like, why do you keep talking about Walmart? It's like, well,
Well, cause it's a banger this year. That's why.
look how long it
Talking
went
about it, are you kidding
sideways.
me? Look at that shit. I know.
How long it
did
went
go It did go
sideways.
sideways for a long time. That was hard.
That's
to
why
stick. If you were
people-
long early, like that was hard to
It
stick.
played dividends or whatever. This is way back in the day, but it had dividends and stuff. But you look at this.
Fuck. God damn.
And look, when people talk about earnings and playing earnings, earnings can give you a gift. So look at this last year, November. This was a new all-time high.
Wait, look at the earnings too. Was that a double beat, but it dipped? Curious. Boom, double beat, but the price action dipped down. What is that? That's a fucking beautiful buying opportunity. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
And look what happens. You've made a new all-time high right into the earnings. Boom, sells off. 3-day
Sells
rule,
off
1,
to
2,
get liquidity.
3-day
Wait, but
rule.
look left real quick there, Amp. Look left to the previous
Yeah.
wicks.
3-day
Look at-
rule.
Boom.
Look at this level right here.
Yeah,
Previous
it just had to
highs.
go down there and grab liquidity. It needed liquidity to go higher real quick. Boom, easy.
And look. So this, I remember this because this is I actually bought some equity. You had all-time high here. Here, if I zoom out this way, it's gonna look.
yo.
All-time high was right here. When it dipped here, 50 whole number. And this is like, I think it was pre-split actually. But if you bought this back test with equity or any call leaps or anything, you almost doubled your money on equity.
Yeah, fuck. It's ridiculous.
But people probably looked at this and were like, oh, it's a short. Bearish
It's a
engulfing.
short. But did you listen to the earnings call? Did you look at the earnings in depth, right? It's like, okay. There might have been some
Good-
hints
what a-
there that could have told you, oh,
good
fuck, we're picking this up.
Companies do. Somebody give me a good company. Company that's strong, you believe in, solid company.
No, just go Google. Especially right now, this could be interesting. Why is it right now?
Everything has, pull back. Like this ran like crazy, pulled back, but somebody look at this and tell me it's not up and to the right.
Yeah.
Even if you zoom in closer.
And it's like you really don't believe it. Go to a yearly, and it's like as long as you're trading good products, good companies,
even-
you are going to see success there.
Even if you put
It's just a
context with
matter.
it. Look
Yeah.
where it pulled back. I mean, this thing, it pulled back to the 382 fib. Didn't even come to halfback. After breaking structure in a way. And even then, I mean, somewhere or another you can draw a few different ways. It's still a steep uptrend. Home Depot, where's the chart going? Up and to the right. What's another good company that's been around for a long time? When I say good company, I mean companies that just don't have issues, that are moving, with the market.
No. Well, I would love to trade right now, but futures are not doing really anything. Don't expect Globex to be crazy. Somebody said
Look, somebody
is a great compass.
somebody probably chased this short right here. Somebody probably chased this short and just got their head ripped off.
Yeah.
Look at here's your gap fill. You're trying to short, this is the spot. You know what? Fine, Jordan. I'll short it.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna. You're right at 2-minute EMAs. It's not bad, and they're crossed to the downside. The only thing is, CBC flip bearish was like into EMAs, and they kind of bounced it hard off of there. But he says I'll short it. KO. I'll take a look. Actually getting a nice bounce recently. Dude, okay, I'm sorry. Fuck Coca-Cola, I'm sorry. Because gold. App. Dude, you see that nasty move Monday? Ugh!
Gosh. Inside
Gross.
day. Oh, let me go to the futures.
Yeah, go to the futures.
Ugh.
I was like, dude, oh shit. Like, okay, because last week I wanted longs so bad. I caught like a very small piece of that pie. It ripped 5 days straight. I was like, missed out on all that. And then Monday just takes it all the way back into like my first entry area. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I probably should have bought it, honestly. Would have done good. But I'm just like, now I'm just baffled. I'm like, I don't even know where to go from here. Are people de-risking out of gold to throw it into fucking Bitcoin on this dip right now? And this is a lower high, like on the longer term? Or is gold done?
I don't think so. I think so. You have to look at
for new highs. Fuck.
So there's two things to look at on gold that I really saw today. When we had our space today, I was really looking at basically this right here.
Fuck, I need more water. Damn, I fucking hate chart patterns, but that is
on higher
nice
time
cup and
frames.
handle right there. That is a damn nice cup and handle, I will say.
This is. Do you know how long this one was built?
Oh, wasn't
this
it
is
years?
August of 2011 to August of 20.
It took fucking It took 9 years to form that cup and handle.
These are
Holy
monthly
shit.
candles.
That's brutal, bud.
And then the other thing that, you know, and I know whatever chart patterns and stuff, like I like them on higher time frames, but this weekly, once this broke out, I mean, and when you broke a high from, I mean, just look where this consolidation is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I just draw right there, look at it just chopping around this line right here, this one.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get some
that was the high from way back when. You can draw this a few different ways. Just for the visual there. What is this?
I have no idea. Never heard of it, but somebody put it in the chat.
I know, that's what I just...
What do they even do?
Oh, real estate?
Engages in the provision of an online
first-
real estate platform. Its platform provides an integrated suite of software for customer relationship management and marketing client services operated by a critical function.
Well, I'll tell you the first thing I noticed.
Oh no, I fucked up the screen.
What?
Oh,
What?
oh no. Oh no.
When was the IPO?
Oh. When was the IPO?
2021. During all the IPO craze. Anything that IPO'd in 2021 has had tough sledding. And then real estate in general, if you followed real estate at all, real estate's been tough because this is when they were raising rates and after market was crazy. I guarantee you, if this chart, if this company was like, if you could fill in this like pre-IPO, it's probably something like this.
Yeah, literally.
I honestly really believe that, but that's just because it's a 2021 IPO. Things were crazy in that year. Here's your examples. Here's Airbnb. 2021 IPO, massive dip. I think DraftKings was 2021 as well. No, it was further back. What was the other?
Look at all these DJs
you look at
in the
Robin.
chat that shorted this with you.
You look at Robinhood right here.
The hood.
How's that short working out? Well, I told y'all.
Should be good.
Because this was the spot. 15 points. I mean,
Rocket.
this right here was the spot. Look at that perfect back test. Where are we at? We got 15 points. Why is that not staying? There it is.
God, I have like probably fucking... I'm probably gonna end the day with like 13 hours of screen time.
Look at look at Robinhood. This chart's wild. But when you go back, look at the IPO. And it took us this right here was the opening. Actually, let me go to a daily so we can be more accurate. The opening price of Robinhood was right there, $38.
That's wild. It took all that time to get back.
It took how long? 834 trading days, 1,210 days
God damn.
to get back to IPO price. This is part of why I don't like IPOs, especially anything that IPO'd back then, because the valuations are insane. But this is another classic example of big ass box breaking out. I don't even know if this one made the back test. Even on this big, golly, what a sell-off that was. Oh, this was August 1st, yeah. Oh, $14 was a gift.
God, VIX closed at 14.09. It's about to get back under 14. Fuck. There's just no volatility in this market. No real volatility. Not like when we see VIX or that 20. But honestly, I haven't been hating the price action. I mean, I know today was rough. And I know the past few weeks, I mean, you look at the daily chart on NQ and hasn't exactly been an easy uptrend. It's been kind of a sloppy one, but that's what you got to expect when VIX is at 14 bucks, you know what I mean? That slow grind up, and then at the same time though, honestly, I've enjoyed the price action. Even though it's been this kind of slow grind back and forth, we've gotten decent moves like every day on both sides. And then the end of the day,
this was yesterday?
Direction. What's that?
This was yesterday. I didn't trade this because I was traveling. I looked at it a few times, but I told Frank when this gap up happened right here, it needed to fell right here, and look, it came over and it held. Right, this is right, like London time, 3:20. I said the short is either from 980, 21K, or 2140 if it overshoots. Well, here was 2140, and it still even overshot my overshoot. And then boom. And once it broke.
You know how Frank does it, dude? He's like, I want to watch this thing tank fucking boom. Just bring it down.
And see, I can look at this.
Oh, she brought it down. When Frank's got size on and he's shorting, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's what I mean. You see that channel? You see, I mean, yes, it's to the upside, but, you know, it's a slow grind up. And, I mean, what do you expect, right? When you look at VIX, tanking towards 14 bucks, looking to get under it potentially. It's just, market's going to move like that right there. No surprises. Yeah, look at those liquidity wicks right there, those sweeps. What time frame are we on? 4 hour, yeah. Those are all sweeps of price there.
And you just look at one here on the upside. Thursday. I'm trying to remember what happened that morning. When was NVIDIA earnings?
Fuck, good trivia question.
Wednesday. Wasn't it this day?
It was.
It would be like right in here.
20th. November 20th.
Yeah. So it would have been like right in this area. But see, I look at this and I'm like, okay, what's the behavior of the market right now? You don't see a whole lot of upper wicks. I mean, you saw one here. This was just a big ass down candle. I don't remember exactly what was going on that day, but
I can't believe Haley Welch is dropping a fucking meme coin. Sell it all. Ticker Hawk. Wow. Oh. Couldn't have guessed that one.
Those are short term.
Merry Christmas. Your money's gone. I would have rather gotten a sack of coal.
So if I look at Bookmap right now, there's a ton of orders down at 900. There's a bunch of orders above us at 50. Some more at it's going to be 81. It's going to be the high that we made yesterday morning. And there's a bunch up at 100. All that really tells me is whatever direction this is moving, whatever I see, that's where I'm looking for it.
Can you talk about the CBC flip on the 10-minute? I can. I did a little earlier with some plays that I took this morning, but I'll do it just for this play right now. We could talk about. CBC flipped bearish on that opening candle.
You want to throw your chart up there?
Yeah, here. I'll throw it up here. I'll go through the play I went through earlier though for you, so you can kind of see how I play it. Let me share my chat.
I will just say, as he's pulling that up, futures open is wild, but then you saw it came back up and tested the close, and then now we're moving down, which.
So this isn't a prime example, but CBC flipped at the open there, bearish. On that flip, you go to the 2-minute chart after seeing the flip of the 10-minute CBC there. And you look for the back test of those EMAs, and so ideally you short off this back test. You would have to withstand a little bit of a drawdown there, but inevitably that would have worked and done well here. But honestly, that's not a great opportunity here coming into the open of futures. It did work, but not the best opportunity. I'll show you one that I personally traded and another one that would have worked out great. I just wasn't at the screen. I wrapped it up for the day. But, oh fuck, okay, where's today's price action? Right here, right? Yeah. Okay. So basically, I had a few trades this morning, but I'm not even going to talk about those. I'm going to talk about one of the best trades from today, and that was this. Right here. Basically, all day we chopped. Basically, the market was awaiting FOMC minutes all day. As soon as FOMC minutes came out, nothing too crazy really happened. But we had this 10-minute candle flip CBC bearish, right? Below these 10-minute EMAs, we closed below the previous 10-minute candle low. So at 11:10, when that candle closes and this candle starts, I flip to my 2-minute chart. So let me find 11:10. If you go to 11:10 on your chart, on the 2-minute, we were back testing the 2-minute EMAs. I was entering shorts right here off this 65, 66 level. I threw my stop like just into these highs, basically right here into that 80. And we got a nice move down, broke the lows. I caught like 40 points to the downside, and I was happy. And that was the play right there, and that's how I always play it. So, long story short, it's not just the back test of the EMAs either. So, yes, I'm taking the back test of the EMAs. At the same time, those EMAs have to be crossed in the direction I'm looking to trade. Right, so I'm looking to take shorts here on NQ. Well, I need the EMAs crossed down. I need the 9 below the 21 cross downside, right? Having that gives me a little extra confirmation of the move. If I don't have that, it's a little rougher, right? Whereas so we'll go to the next play later. So instead of trying to pick bottom, which you can do, but I guarantee you're gonna stop out a ton of times before you finally get it right, and then now you have to make a bunch of money to make you back to break even and all this bullshit. Instead, you can just wait for 10-minute CBC to flip bullish. So we got the nice move down, flipped it, or we tried to bounce here. We were getting some decent candles to the upside, but nothing really strong until this candle right here at 12 o'clock flipped CBC bullish. You get the 10-minute candle close above the previous candle high. Then you flip to a 2-minute chart at 12:10. We go to 12:10. At that exact moment, we're on a downtick towards the EMAs. I would have instantly entered right here above the EMAs since they're already crossed. I would have entered right when that candle closed. And I probably would have scaled a little bit of profits on this. Then we got the move down. I'm going to be honest with you. It's very likely I would have had a stop in and gotten stopped out here. But then after seeing this 2-minute candle reclaim the EMAs, I'm right back in. I'm right back in either on this candle as it's moving through it, or on this next candle back testing the EMA again, right? So I either stop out, get back in, or I would have just added there from my initial entry. So my entry would have been 44.50. or like 46 area, I would have added into this 40 test, that 35 test, and made it a bigger position, and then you get the move back up. And even if you had to stop out though and re-enter, let's say you re-entered on the back test, let's say your average was 50. Well, even if your average was 50 there, looky, you got a little move up here, consolidation, and then a nice big move into the end of the day. I mean, fuck, if you were long at 50, you just caught 50 points into the close of the day. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I mean, so that's CBC for you right there. Really, the confirmation is with the 2-minute EMAs. Every time that I get stopped out, like almost every time I get stopped out using 10-minute CBC, the EMAs are not crossed yet. I'd rather, instead of, because like I'm so in the mindset of playing the back test always, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But at the same time, when you're on a 2-minute chart, you know, waiting for a back test is a lot different on a 2-minute chart than waiting for it on an hourly or a 50-minute or a 10-minute. So things happen a lot faster. So I'm getting used to kind of just jumping in, and it feels like I'm chasing a little bit, but then you look at the 5-minute and it's like, oh, you're not, because I'm using the 2-minute as an entry. So even right here on NQ, what's happening? 10-minute CBC is trying to flip bullish here, right?
Yeah.
We have 5 minutes left on this candle. You see these EMAs, they're trying to cross. If these are crossed by the time CBC flips, like, and we flip bullish, that's a bit of a long entry there for me.
Yeah, another thing, if you look left real fast.
Yeah. On the 2-minute or what?
No, you go to 5, like anything.
There's my 10. Sorry.
Look at the look at the resistance all throughout the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And then look where we're
bouncing off.
Exactly where we're bouncing here too. That's the other thing you got to watch. So like I knew that going into the short, so it was trimmed right there, hoping that level broke. If it holds, then right here it's like, okay, I shouldn't be in full position. I'm not probably going to add anything back, but if it goes back over 21K, then that one's done.
I want to find the play I took last night, because when I entered, I did not enter off like an easy back test of the EMAs, and it felt like I was chasing, but honestly, those have been the best entries using CBC, because you're not, again, like, feels like you're chasing on a fucking 2-minute or a 1-minute, you know what I mean? But when you actually bump it up, you're not, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a weird psychology thing. But let me go to that. I want to find that, because that initial spot was so perfect. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is right here. So if you're looking at my chart, last night I was waiting for a trade, 10-minute CBC. I was waiting for the bounce. We got a bounce on this candle, inside candle. I was thinking, all right, if we break the high of this, we have potential to flip CBC. We broke the high. 10-minute candle, closed bullish CBC. So then at 1720, I'm looking for EMA cross. Are the EMAs crossed by 720? So by 1730, are they crossed? So look, you look at 1730, they are crossed already. By this time, by this candle, that 10-minute candle close, they are already crossed. Now, I know it looks like we're testing the 9 EMA. We clearly did not actually touch it, though. And I will tell you, in the moment, when you're actually trading this in the moment, the 9 EMA is like down here, right? It's like down at 800. So you think, oh, I could get a few extra ticks and get my entry. Nah. For me, I've missed too many entries doing that. So lately, personally with the CBC, as long as these 2-minute EMAs are crossed, any, like, honestly, the micro dip, I'm taking it. I'll at least take a starter. If I'm not super confident in it yet, I'll take a starter, and I'll wait and throw an entry lower towards the EMAs where I really want to add bigger position. But I at least want to have some contracts in, because, again, my trade is telling me, is giving me an entry. The EMAs are crossed. The 10-minute CBC is there. Just because I'm not necessarily touching my EMA that I want to fucking grab it off of doesn't mean it isn't a good trade, right? So that's a little psychology factor that I'm getting used to with CBC a little bit more recently, because I'm so used to taking the back test of everything. And you got to realize you're on a 2-minute chart trying to fucking trade EMAs, right, with a CBC flip. Like, you're not really going to catch a back test. It's like, what are these doing? If these aren't in conflicts, because guess what? If these didn't cross, this wouldn't have went, I bet you. It would have fucking dribbled down and then maybe made a higher low and then tried it again. What ticker is this? This is just MNQ. Micro NQ. But yeah, that's CBC in a nutshell right there. That's exactly what I'm doing with features every day, every single trade, pretty much. The only other trades I take, guys, that you'll see me take are speculative trades. Damn. I guess I didn't fix the problem, Em.
What happened?
My screen just bugged out. I don't know. I guess I didn't fix the problem.
What is it, frozen?
No. But it looks shittier, doesn't it?
Oh,
It was just
yeah.
super blurry. Damn, bro. I guess I didn't fix it. I guess I'm gonna try and stream in 720p tomorrow then. It'll look better than this though, I think. I don't know. Fuck, dude, that's so gay.
Well, it's back clear again. That's. I don't know. I still think it's an internet issue.
I use the 9 and 21 EMAs.
21.
Yeah, it's an internet issue, I'm sure.
What does Maple use? The 20?
9 and 21.
I thought he used the 20.
I used to use the 20. I mean, they're the same fucking thing. What are they? 2 cents off?
Yeah.
What's the difference? I used to get that question all the time. People are like, dude, I used the fucking 20 EMA and you used the 21 Ace. That one doesn't work. I'm like, bro, do you realize like it maybe has a cent difference? Like it might not even have a difference. They're the same EMA, I promise you.
Bro, Minx uses all kinds of crazy EMAs, but
I know, she's wild.
But it works because like it's the way she uses them. It's all about how you use it. It doesn't matter what the like responsiveness is. Like for me, the 21 EMA, if you haven't touched it in 2 hours and you touch it, you're almost always gonna get a reaction there.
See, so right now, 10-minute CBC flip didn't happen. There's no EMA cross happening, right? If CBC did flip, if that was closing up here, I bet you we would have crossed EMAs. And that would have been the entry long. But till then, no entry long, right? I'm using like 35 upload to run the stream. God, it looks horrible. I'm stopping this right now. Fuck. I guess 720p tomorrow it is, eh?
Minx has like 260. She uses 65 and 30. She has like 5, 15.
5? 15?
Yeah, she uses
Crazy.
a bunch.
She's
She has she uses like the 65 because a lot of people use like a 50 SMA, and the liquidity sweeps like go down towards that. Like on futures, you see liquidity sweeps go through all the time.
That's the best thing you can do is
So that's
line
what
up
she
your
uses.
EMAs with, instead of like the normal EMAs that everybody uses, adjust them to where it adjusts to like catch the sweeps of those EMAs usually. Sounds like that's what Minx is really doing. That's fire.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, it looks like it just took enough time for the stream to get shitty, yeah?
Yeah, my camera. So I don't have no lighting in here right now either, but my camera is literally the like built-in whatever laptop camera. I don't have like a.
All good.
I'm waiting on them Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What happened?
Just a chop fest in the market right now.
You rarely get moves early in Globex, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap things up, but this is fun. He's got that studio cam. I do. It looks nice, huh?
You got that like ESPN cam.
Yeah, you know. Well, it's been a fun night. I did not plan to be live for 2 hours. Holy shit! But it was fun.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm still home alone at this point.
I know. Well, I'm gonna Probably make another steak and fucking watch some Outer Banks.
Make another steak and watch other. The fact you said another steak is fantastic.
I'm kind of hungry again. I don't know, but we'll be live bright and early. My shit sucks, so bear with me. I'm gonna probably stream in a lower quality, so it's not gonna look as good, but the camera will still look the same. So we'll see. But yeah, everybody take care. Get some sleep. Because fucking, we need to be up early. We got so much data. GDP, PCE, initial jobless claims. Bunch of shit coming out all tomorrow. So, that'll be fun. But I'll see you guys then. And I'll see you guys on the Daily Rip, alright? So, in EMP, we'll probably go live together tomorrow too, so. Yes, sir. Alright, guys. Peace out.
That was weird. Hey, wait. What Alan just said, that was the weird part. You were still clear as day.
Just the chart was blurry, though.
It was just the chart that was blurry. That's why something tells me, like, maybe it's not your internet. It's something in... Maybe it's your computer.
See, that's the thing. My internet, if it was my internet, bro...
You wouldn't be clear.
My face cam would never be clear. As soon as I take that, like, the screen share off, my face cam is beautiful, like it always is.
Maybe your computer can't process.
Maybe I need to just stream in 720p.
Maybe you need that new, was it A4 chip from Apple?
Maybe I need the, no. What I need is a fucking PC to stream off of. That's what I need.
Yeah, something with actual graphics, with the actual graphics card and everything.
So when you're streaming off a restream like I am, it does all that for you. It's not like OBS where I can adjust the bitrate. So.
Wait, who's air frying a steak?
I'm gonna air fry me a steak I just bought and make some Gordon Ramsay eggs and watch Outer Banks. Bro, just don't air fry it. I mean, you can. I know it like it's so much.
No, whoa, don't give him a pass. What? A steak in an air fryer?
Don't do it,
bro.
Pan fry that thing.
Bro, go steal a shopping cart from Dollar General and buy a bag of charcoal. Make a grill. Jesus Christ, what are we doing? Did he say if you put an air fryer in a steak, I mean an air fryer, you put a you put an air fryer in a steak. That's how my brain is so baffled by what I just read. What do you no.
Dude, I don't want to buy another computer. I already spent fucking like 4Gs on this one. I don't want to spend another 4Gs, Grandpa.
Why?
But I guess it's a write-off. We'll just write the fuck off again. God damn it. Swipe my credit card, I guess.
How long have I been growing that beard? That's a trick question.
Jordan, how'd you cook your steak today? Just on a stainless steel pan every time. And key, I don't use, well, at the start, I don't use any butter. I don't use any oil. You don't need it. The fat from the steak.
No, the fat from the steak.
Or if you're gonna use anything, you use beef tallow.
You gotta get it. You need to get a cast iron though if you're gonna do the. You're gonna do stovetop.
I have a cast iron. I like stainless steel better. It's always an more even cook than cast iron. Because I used to cook on cast iron. But cast iron's great too. I use cast iron a lot. It's just for the steak I have to use the stainless steel.
But did he air fryer?
No air fryer. But like yeah, and then another key. I don't season shit. I don't fucking season it. You pan cook it how it is. That's how you get the best crust, because when you season it just burns it, and then you put your salt and you put your pepper on after. It's so much better that way, in my opinion.
Do you put a little Worcestershire sauce on it?
No. I do butter baste it though. So once it's done cooking, I fucking throw a bunch of butter in there, butter baste that bitch for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And I cook my eggs.
See, I'm a charcoal.
I know, it's not a charcoal steak at all. Charcoal.
But charcoal is some work. I get it too. If you're trying to just cook and get back to life, like I get it.
Especially for me. I I eat too much steak, bro. I eat like so much steak. Fuck, that's all I eat.
I don't want to hate on the air fryer because I love air fryers. Air
The
fryers
air
are a
fryer
cheat
for
code.
a steak.
But
It
the
better be a
steak,
flank
bro?
steak.
Like, what do you? Yeah, what do you?
Oh, fuck.
Profast has got the Wagyu steak in the fucking air fryer.
Are you blazed? Of course. It's nighttime chart session. Of course I'm blazed.
I'm doing coke.
Oh! Oh! I did the... Oh. My camera froze.
Sabor original. Oh, you are frozen with a thumbs up right now?
Oh, now my camera's
Now you're-
gone.
Now you're an at symbol. Oh,
No,
Jordy's
I'm
falling
just
apart.
an at symbol now.
Oh, God.
Oh, here's my HD. This is my FaceTime camera from my computer. Looks like my cam link. Oh, there we are. We're back.
It's.
Wait.
I wonder
look
if
at
it's because
difference
you
there.
did the. I wonder if it's because you did the little.
I
You
know. Wait, look at the difference here in the cameras, real quick. Let's see. So this is the FaceTime camera. The angle's weird. I don't like this angle. It feels weird. Definitely
It's
lower
lagged.
quality. It's definitely lower quality.
Dude, that camera is behind.
Oh, really? Then you go here. Oh, and then you look at that, and it's like that's sexy.
Oh, I can see the individual hairs on your face.
And I can like zoom in.
Oh, now I can really see the individual hairs on your face.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that cool? I love that.
The
look.
beard's coming in good.
Oh. Dude, I gotta keep this shit clean. We only do the stash. We only let the stash grow. That's it.
Little caterpillar on the
Maybe I'll
old
just
upper
cook
lip.
my steak in an Instant Pot out of spite. I'm fucking ending the stream right now. Oh my god.
An instant pot.
No.
Hey, I think my air fryer like doubles as like a pressure cooker, and I think it's got a bunch of functions. You just hit the wrong button.
Oh my god.
Profast, I like you, man. I mean, I can look past.
I like
certain-
you, man.
I can look past some things. I'll try to let it slide.
Oh fuck. All right,
Hold
guys.
on.
I'm
I used
out.
to be seamless still, but now I broil it in the bro. A lot of people do that. Broil it,
I saw that
broil it in the oven, and then sear it. That's actually a little that's a little move.
All right, you degens. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the morning. Peace.